Hi everyone, it's time to build another woodshed. I love building woodsheds apparently. I've built a few over the years now, and in fact, I think the first thing I built of relative importance was our woodshed at the lake property. Now my fort down by the creek desperately needs some firewood storage, and if I'm being honest, this is plan B due to the fact that I can't execute plan A this year because of my recent hip surgery, but that's okay. Plan B is still a good plan. And of course, I'm going to build this out of scrap lumber and reclaimed materials. Okay, I'm Leroy? Leroy, quiet. He hears me say something, and then he just proceeds to bark because he's likes to bark. Leroy, there's nothing there. It's me talking, buddy. Okay, anyway, I'm trying to go through all my scraps. Like some stuff is left over from the gate build. Some stuff is left over from bracing from the deck last year. Some stuff is it's all a bunch of scrap stuff laying around. So I want to build the floor here. I want to try to build as much as I can up here and then take it all down and assemble it. Just so that I can work up high so I don't have to bend. Bending is kind of the painful thing. And just trying to work differently while I'm still recovering from surgery. So just trying to figure out how big I want this woodshed to be. Like the pieces of wood are so small. I don't want to make it this massive woodshed, but I don't want to make it too small. I think I only have one 8-foot 2x4. So I'll rip a 2x6 down on the table saw to a 2x4. And I'm thinking 6 feet by, 2.5 feet. Of course, the smaller I make it, the less materials I need, and the quicker it will go. The bigger I make it, the more materials I need, and it's going to take me longer. Things to think about. Lumber has been used before. This was actually, I think this was pallet stuff from years ago when we had roofing material delivered. But I just missed a nail. So in order for me to use all of this stuff that I'm trying to reuse, I was actually gonna half lap here, but with all these nails in here, I can't do it the way I was going to at first. So I'm gonna switch gears and do things a little bit differently, and I'm gonna cut out a little bit of here and just reposition the way I put these 2x6s, because this is going to be my my wall structure. I would have used 4x4 posts or something if I had them, but I don't. I don't want to buy anything if I don't have to, and I can't really mill anything right now, so trying to make do with what I've got. I'm doing this so differently than I normally do, which is, this is the way that most people do things, is they plan and organize it properly so that it's less work. And I never do it like this. I also usually use a bunch of natural materials. I don't always just use a handful or a pile of dimensional lumber that's laying around. So anyway, what I want to do is I just put this on the ground and I want to build it just kind of temporarily, just kind of throw it up with a screw here and there, just to figure out the lengths for the rafters that I'm going to need. And hopefully I've got enough of those 2x6, enough of that 2x6 material to give myself 6 rafters. I'm going to be short 2 pieces. So basically I need 5 footers and I only have enough for 4. I'll search through my sawmill pile down there. If I have anything that I probably do. You know what? I'm certain I do. I'll just rip something to the 2x6 dimension. I really just need the 5.5 foot. It doesn't matter how wide it is. Anyway, one of the other things I did was I got it fairly level so that I can, and I'll plumb things, but I want to do that so that I can put one of the rafters up and get my birds' mouths, and then I can do all of them up here before I take everything down. It also allows me to be up here with the pets. Hey, Luna. Mr. Charged over here. Leroy's always on he's always on some sort of feisty tangent. Middle of August, it's freezing cold. I tried to get down here, and right away, the problem with this trailer is that there's no like attachments to put the straps on. So as soon as the straps start to slide, you just start to, oh, it slid down anyway. Stuff did, slid out the back a bit. But anyway, I ended up stopping and drilling some holes so that these straps don't slide, and that did make a difference. I figure as long as I stay around 25 pounds, I could just have to make more trips. So I'm staying under 25 pounds to make more trips. So I'm being as cautious as I can. It's all about how do you break the rules without breaking the rules? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I have a few. I think there's a few crumbs in there. It's cold and it's raining. Middle of August. Where? Where are the hot summer days? At the lake. I was at the lake a week ago, a week and a half ago. Let's go back to that time. These past couple of years, I feel like I've really hardly spent time at our cabin, both Steve and I. So I really wanted to get out there, even just for a couple of days, which is what I did. I only got to go out there for a couple of days, but it's good to just lay your eyes on the place, have some lake time. And I really wanted to show Dolly the place. This was her first time there. We swam, went on short walks. I did a few little chores, not too much. I was out there trying to relax. I ended up coming across some wild berries, so I picked some to make something with, and I couldn't think of anything, so I thought, why not make a drink or two? So one night I made a drink with Saskatoon berries, and the second night I made a drink with elderberries. Like I said, hardly get to spend time out there. It's just far and few between, so I really cherish the times that I do get to spend out there. I have been looking forward to this all day, which brings me to thank the sponsor of the video, which is Brooklyn Bedding. Steve and I have been sleeping on Brooklyn Bedding's Sedona Elite mattress at home for 6 months now. When I went on the website to pick a mattress 6 months ago, I spent 4 hours one night looking. I couldn't decide. I felt like I could have picked any number of their mattresses and loved them. However, I just chose the Sedona Elite. I like a medium firm mattress with a nice plush top. So that's what I ended up getting. And we fell in love with it so much so that I wanted to bring that love out here to our off-grid summer cabin. I wanted to swap mattresses, not because the other mattress was horribly uncomfortable, but I did learn that that mattress does have fiberglass in it, and all of Brooklyn Bedding's mattresses do not contain any fiberglass. The second reason is because this is a summer place and it's really stinking hot to sleep here at night. So I wanted to bring it out here because the Sedona Elite incorporates some really great cooling technologies built into their mattress. The first is their uniquely woven Glaciotex cooling cover that draws heat out and away from the body. Next is their top layer of memory foam is infused with copper. Not only is that antimicrobial, but copper is also cooling as well, drawing heat away from the body. Finally, the dual coil system. This creates breathability and airflow, helping to draw heat away from the body as well. Now, a lot of traditional mattresses in the box are all foam construction, which do not allow very much breathability. Brooklyn Bedding has been making mattresses since the mid-1990s. They own their own factory in Arizona. This gives them the ability to have control over their materials, their cost, and their assembly specifications. They hand finish the final touches of their mattresses. Get factory direct quality and price, 120-night sleep trial, a limited lifetime warranty, and free shipping within the United States. We have loved our Brooklyn Bedding mattress, and I think that you guys will too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out brooklynbedding.com, and you can click the links below and get 30% off your mattress using the code MICHIGAS. The other thing I'm going to do is use this stump as part of my attachment point. I'm going to cut it out. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm going to cut it so that it fits the 2x4 onto it a little bit better. And that's going to help be part of, it's going to be a footer in a way. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Hi, buddy. I don't have any food, Leroy. Something like that. And then just rest the back on there. All right, it has rained most of the day, but has stopped. It's 4:30 again. I'm gonna do like a couple of hours of work. And I guess now is kind of like the fun part. I get to just put it together. Girl. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Dolly. We'll get you sorted out, Mama. That's a good girl. She's very unsure of a lot of things in life, aren't you? Hey. You got goop in your eye. There. Now you can see, darling. Now you can see. I know. I know. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Gonna get this stick. Here, you get that. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Should measure. These are 8 feet minus 3 inches, so that I have a little bit of overhang for the roof panels. The roof panels are exactly 12 inches wide. There's slugs. Don't knock over my camera. Slugs on everything. We'll find out if my birds' mouths are gonna work or not. Oh man, I don't think it could be more perfect. Never in my life have I done something so good. But just wait, we're not done. Luckily, these hemlock ones that I made were exactly 1.5 inches thick, so they're a really nice 2x6. Ugh, slugs everywhere. Now there's one thing, like this 2x6 is proud. So rather than cutting it off like the rafter should be right over top of this for the load bearing part of it, but it's to the side and I screwed into this rafter into here. I don't know, rather than cutting it off. I wish I had a nail gun. I've resisted it for a long time, but I had to kind of give up on the nails because you're just banging the nails into the board and all it does is move the board over. Whereas a nail gun, bam! It's so much quicker. I came down with a little bit of stuff. I put this 2x6 here for extra support, you know, vertically, I suppose, and then for the siding. So I'm gonna do the siding next. Slabs would be what I would choose for the siding. Now I know that to many people, the most of the time, it makes sense to put all these up and then cut them after, but I'm trying to use as much of the material as I can. You waste a little bit more doing it that way, roughly estimating. What's really cute, Dolly is just like over, every time I'm down here, she's over going around picking all the huckleberries, eating the huckleberries, like a bear. I don't know, it's not like I can reuse this. I'm trying to think the benefit of doing it and then cutting it all after. I think it's also harder to work with the slabs when they're really long. For me right now, it's easier when they're just cut the right size, so I don't have to lift as much.
Watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear Wichita. Surrounded by colors, it's such a sight. Watching all the lovers fall into the night. All the moods in a heartbeat. We're going back where it all began. The same ground under our feet. Starts to shake with you all we can. Winter turned to spring. I remember everything from Wichita. This town is on its knees. You know God is overseas. I'm telling you. Oh, it's more to this than what you see. You know this town's got the best of me. Are we sure it's the last time? Sure that this is the last time.
Okay, done for today. That's all I can do. The floor is definitely put together with some scraps. I've wandered over to the other shed that I built. That had to have been 2 years ago now that I built that. I thought it was last year and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was the year before. Anyway, to found a few more little slabs there and a couple little pieces of wood and things like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sore. So that's it for today. Okay, I got those up at the sawmill, like the pole barn shed, and then I had one from down here. So 4 roof boards for the roof. That ought to do it. Yeah. Would suck if this thing fell over. Still agile as a cat. Getting this first panel on is the most crucial, but as we all know, I pretty much screw up every single thing I do. So I'm just waiting for it. What I do need to do though is I do want to use some shorter screws. So I'm going to just get this one in and in place so that it's secure, and I've got it where I think it needs to be at least. I'm going to go to town and get some different screws, some shorter screws. Three more panels to go, and then we just need to fill it full of wood. What's a woodshed without some firewood in it? I can finally clear the deck now of all that firewood. And like I said before, in last year winter we had all those trees that came down. I mean, they're just, we're in a forest. Look around. There's endless firewood. So this was an essential, much needed thing. I think I might actually put maybe a couple storage bins on one side, just because inside doesn't have much storage. Lots more to go, but that's all I'm gonna do for today. I've got to go back up to the house, feed the dogs, walk them, and edit this video. So I hope you guys liked it. Free, pretty much free. I bought fasteners, some nails, and everything else was scrap laying around, reused, repurposed, recycled, scrounged up. Free, my favorite kind. Pretty much free. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.